me. I'm just had an accident. And Miss Didi is one of those people who she just dots all her I's and crosses all her T's. So she actually um she bought me a Christmas present. So normally Miss Didi is the aunt of one of my really good friends, Brandy Bell, Big B. And actually, Brandy brought me to Evergreen, and her mom and aunt were all remembers there. So Miss Didi is one of the people that she's very thoughtful. So normally on Thanksgiving and Christmas, um, most likely I normally spend it with Brandy and her family. This Christmas I went away. So I had a excursion, a little weekend
Ooh.
excursion.
Yay,
So I
excursion.
wasn't able to make Christmas. So Miss Didi brought me a gift.
Oh.
But Miss Didi Miss Didi called me like the beginning in the last month and told me that she had a gift for me. Now mind you, Miss Didi works around the corner. She works for Alpha Psi,
Mm-hmm.
Alpha Phi Alpha.
Mm-hmm.
And she right around the corner, their headquarters is right around the corner from
Oh,
me.
I didn't know that.
Right on St. Paul Street.
Oh,
I was gonna be stalking them.
just a little bit.
And it's really nice. It's like wood paneling.
I'm
all that
sure
stuff.
those are some very
Really
nice
swank.
brothers. They have some high standards, those
Right.
guys.
And it's really nice in there. So I went around there finally, and you know how you know somebody has a nice gift for you,
Mm.
and she had a really nice gift for me. So of course I went around there, and she gave me this. It's an affirmation.
Oh.
Streams in the desert, 366 plus one.
Uh-huh.
Daily devotional readings, and it was crazy because
That's because you know this year's a leap year, so there's the extra
Right.
day. Right.
and I got it on the first, which was crazy.
How about that?
And the message on the first, right, on the message, so I brought it down here. So it sits on the desk here at the station. It said, God often seems to place his children in places of deep difficulty,
Mm.
leading them into a corner from which there is no escape. He creates situations that human judgment, even if consulted, would never allow. Yet this cloudiness of the circumstance itself is used by him to guide us to the other side. Perhaps this is where you find yourself even now.
Mm.
Your situation is filled with uncertainty and is very serious, but it is perfectly right. The reason behind it will more than justify him who brought you here. For it, I'm telling you, that cookie game got me. For it is a platform from which God will display his almighty grace and power. And it's an unknown author for that. And it was crazy because I said, I didn't open it,
Mhm.
and I had a couple appointments, and she wrapped it in like candy cane wrapping paper, which was bright red and white.
Yes,
It had,
Christmas.
right, a big bow, white bow on it, and a big candy cane. And everybody kept saying, "You got a Christmas present in March? Let me see what it is." So I actually ended up, I almost lost it,
Oh no.
but I ended up leaving it at the eye doctor. So I had to walk back up the street and get it.
Oh, you do have fresh specs there.
Yeah, I got the new frame.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like slow. You know how I be eating into your
Yes,
your
yes, I do.
temples.
I need some of that in my life. My glasses won't stay on my face now.
Obama for your mama.
Amen. Thank you, Obamacare.
But I actually March 1st I got this, and I'm not a complaining person. But what has happened in the last 6 months, and me trying to be more open minded and such, when you open yourself up to
Mhm.
being vulnerable to the world, you
Mhm.
also have to be you have to be cautious of what comes in
Mm-hmm.
and what comes out.
Mm-hmm.
So sometimes there's no filter on what comes out when you just
Open.
open yourself up.
Mm-hmm.
So I've been being real sensitive, and I've been being real opinionated because it's kind of like a defense mechanism.
Right.
When you open yourself up, people see you open,
And then they come for it.
They come for
Mhm.
it. So it was crazy that on March 1st, because I was supposed to go get this weeks ago, and I couldn't call her. She was calling and she wasn't there. And then finally she called me like early the first and was like, "I'm gonna be here all day long. Come get it." So I went around there, and of course she talked. And Miss Didi is a little eccentric, but she is so sweet.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to listen to her. Not that I would choose not to. But it's crazy enough. But her sister, Miss Diane, Brandy's mother, they're kind of sisters for a reason. So they give you the extremes of realism. Miss Diane is real honest and sweet, and Miss Didi is more like she'll stroke your ego a little bit and throw some doses of reality in there. And hold on. And never done. So anyway, so getting this and then open this up and then realizing what it was, I thought it was like a swanky little leather wallet, but gotcha. But it was actually really good because now I said I'm gonna leave it here because I have one of these at home already, but leaving it here kind of gives me like perspective for the week, and then opening this up kind of like summed up everything. So it's a reason for everything. Yes. And at one point it felt like my struggle was being turned into fodder for other people, and because I was always so good at not letting you see the cracks and the crevices and what was behind the curtain. I was always very good at that. And I've actually had a couple of friends that just said that to me. They're like, you're really showing yourself. And when you tell people you the big B word, broke, they normally scatter like roaches. Like they just get out of Dodge.
Yes, they do.
But I started being more honest about the stuff that was going on. So you could see the struggle a little bit more than Nathan just making everything look crisp
like it's going very well.
Right. And I had to do that because that's pressure, and that's added pressure.
It's an unnecessary pressure to put onto yourself.
Unnecessary pressure. Not that you got it. Like, I don't tell people you ain't in my wallet.
Right. Everybody ain't got to know everything.
Right.
But there's no reason to everyone struggles with something at some point in time. And so there's nothing wrong with saying, I'm struggling with this right now. I need you to and I dose out what I say to people now because I realize everybody doesn't have your best interest at heart. Word.
And I've learned that the hard way in the last 2 weeks. Like, you say something to somebody and it becomes that grown-up version of telephone. So by the time it gets to the last person, it's something totally different. And then it's no benefit because everybody was listening for the entertainment. Somebody just told me that something about the entertainment, watching a train wreck. People don't really care about the positive, but they rather look at the negative because that's more entertaining to them. They don't really focus on.
You don't actually want to see someone's arm ripped off, but you totally want to see somebody's arm ripped off.
And I get that now from this side of it. So it was very befitting. So thank you, Miss Didi, for the March Christmas present. Yes. It was late but right on time because I needed to see that specific message because I kept saying, what is going on right now? But the people who are supposed to be around me are getting very much so closer, and the people who are not are just exiting like nobody's business. So that is very
fleas from a dog collar.
Exactly. So the topic today is, you may see me struggle, but you'll never see me quit. And that's something that I live by. Like, I'll always reinvent myself, or I'll just push through no matter what it takes and what has to happen. But it's definitely was very on time for that message. So Tyree Miles, he was on here before with his crew. They're coming back today. He's actually have a new book that he has published, and he has some surprising updates for us. Also, don't forget that we're live streaming from YouTube, and after the show you can definitely check out the show. Hit us up on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. I'm starting to tweet a little bit more. It's just it's too much because people just like one tweet leads to another, leads to another, leads to another. And
that's the beauty of it. I think Twitter is such a phenomenal thing to me because it's so easy to reach right out to somebody who you normally wouldn't have access to. I know I love to tweet. I don't know. I love to tweet my my Food Network chefs for tips.
Do they talk back?
Yes, they do. Some of them do.
Okay.
Some of them do. Shout out to Sunny Anderson. God, I love her. She always tweets back.
Food Network. Oh, Sunny Anderson. Okay. See, and I've been able to talk to certain celebrities on social media, but to me, very few celebrities that I've actually gotten to meet have lived up to my standard. Well, and I won't tell you the person who really, because I'm trying not to jump on the hate him bandwagon, but he kind of disappointed me a little bit.
So I don't know. I guess I always remind myself that celebrities are just people, and sometimes you meet them on a bad day. And when I'm having a bad day, it's hard for me to pretend like I'm not, regardless to who my mother will catch. What, Ma? Why are you talking to me like that?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I really am sorry.
I'm like that now. I never was like that before. I will always keep up that.
No,
appearance.
I've always been an on my sleeve person.
But it gets you in trouble because then.
Oh, I have been in plenty of trouble.
Yeah.
I've also learned in 30 years of living my life this way, I have learned to navigate it. It's funny. I have a new job, and my new boss is. She's a mother. She's everything
okay.
about her is, and if she hadn't been what she's doing now, I personally think she probably would have been a teacher. So she's a teacher and a mother. So everything about her is patience. Everything about her is, well, what do you
She
think?
needs to be in hospitality.
Well,
That's
right. What do you think? What do you think the answer might be? Let's
Listening.
think it through. Let's.
She's a good listener.
And so I have this tendency of just jumping. I just do. And I don't always think things all the way through. I'll think about it and like, okay, what's the best way to do this? Okay, great, I'm doing it. But you haven't really thought about the outcome and how you're gonna.
It looks like I do that,
Mhm.
but I've already thought about it for a month prior.
Yeah, I'm
my
not.
mind is like on a loop, so it's on there and it's coming around, and my mind is on it. And just in a moment where I can't take it anymore, I'll just jump out there. And it looks like Nathan is just reckless,
Right, but no,
Nathan
I've been
is-
thinking about that thing. No, I can be impulsive. It's the Sagittarius in me. We're free spirits. We just do. It's why there are certain signs we work well with, and other signs we're like, dude, just come on. So, so I am enjoying the new job, and her patience with me is teaching me a lot. It's been very, very good for me. She I haven't had this kind of relationship with someone who was a superior in a very long time.
It's refreshing.
It is. It's very. I am learning a lot.
Heard and listened to.
Right. I'm learning a lot, and she's actually she's paying attention to who I am and helping me figure out how to be the best salesperson I can be that fits my personality. Right. So.
And not just some cookie cutter.
Right. No, this is how we do it here. No, what makes you comfortable? Let's figure out how to make that work for the way we want things to move here. So shout out to my boss if you're listening. Love you.
But also this month we're celebrating Women's History Month, which has always been it's been a balancing time for me. And it's crazy that it's like that because Father's Day is normally the other part of balance for me. But Women's History Month has always been something that I've always celebrated.
Yes.
Because I come from a family full of women. The men were there, but they were more not there than they were there.
Right.
So I always have celebrated it. So this month with the Artist Exchange Radio Show, we are doing a special salute to the special personal women in our lives. It's awesome to love Michelle Obama,
yes,
and Oprah, and
Nina.
Yeah, I love them. But we want to spotlight the women who are directly impacting your life.
Yes.
And they may, Oprah maybe directly, but she doesn't know who you are.
Right.
So we want to deal with women who actually
know who you are.
Exactly.
The ones who will call you when you don't know you need something.
So I'll give out the rules a little bit later in the show, but we're basically, you call in the show or you post a picture with an explanation why this person how has this person inspired you? This woman, how has she inspired your life? And you come with that explanation along with a photo of that person. Along with that, contact us on our website, the Artist Exchange Radio Show at gmail.com. Send in the contact information. So throughout the month of March, we'll be collecting these names and these nominations. That's what we're calling them, nominations. And on the 1st of April, we'll be picking a name and we'll actually select 3 women out of that bunch. And they don't have to be from Baltimore. You can be from anywhere. And we'll actually give you you can get the pick from one of 3 gift baskets that some surprise goodies that we have inside of them. So definitely hit us up. You can find more information on that on our Artist Exchange group page, our fan page, and our Instagram page. And we'll be posting it on the website soon. So definitely hit us up. We'll be right back. We'll take a quick break. and Mr. Tyree Miles and his crew will be joining us right after the break. So stay tuned. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com, the station with all the hits and the Talk Lately show weeknights at 7 p.m.
Check out what you missed on Be Exposed Radio.
Most of the times, we've seen mom, she was Superwoman. She had 5 kids, she worked 3 jobs, and she did it all by herself. And, and then we do find that some moms, put down the dad. Instead of finding ways to try to work it out. I've witnessed firsthand situation like that, and we want to encourage it because we want the dads to be there. I know someone would say, well, if he really wanted to be in the child's life, he would, but it makes it difficult if mom is being difficult.
Absolutely.
If we're working against one another, it makes it hard. And, we want to encourage dads to be there
regardless of the circumstances.
Absolutely.
And I'm speaking from a single mother's perspective. So definitely regardless of the circumstances.
So okay,
you got to keep the door open. You know, you have to, because one thing what some women have to understand, those that feel that way, but and I'm a single mom, but you have to keep the door open. It's not about you.
That's right.
It's about the children.
That's right.
Tune in to Be Inspired every Wednesday live at 7 p.m. right here on Be
You're struggling
Exposed
with
Radio.
your mortgage. You think about it. You don't do anything but think about it.
What are we going to do if we lose the house? Where are we going to go?
At work.
I can't let anybody find out. I'm so embarrassed.
At dinner.
How can we tell the kids? It's going to wreck their lives.
And at 3 o'clock in the morning.
I don't know what to do. I don't know how to get through this. What's going to happen to us?
It's time to stop thinking. It's time to start dialing. Call 1-888-995-HOPE for a free government program that offers expert one-on-one advice about your mortgage options.
I'm all alone.
No, you're not. We've helped over 1 million homeowners, and we want to help you. And now there are more ways to help. Call 1-888-995-HOPE or visit makinghomeaffordable.gov. Brought to you by the U.S. Treasury, HUD, and the Ad Council.
Check out what you missed on Weird Radio.
Well, first off, let me go ahead and shout out to my bird chest gang out there.
You already, nigga.
Shout out to y'all, man. $160 and below. We out here, baby. Strong.
It's winter time, man. It's not season, yo.
Strong, you feel me?
That shit goes straight to the bone, boy.
Yo, this not our season. Let me tell y'all right now, this is not our season, man. Stop playing out here with these windbreakers, because we feel the wind. It don't break shit. Stop playing yourself. You feel me? Straight up.
Wear sweatpants under your jeans.
Yo,
jeans ain't outside
basketball
clothes.
shorts and all that. Some of us don't got the time to sit there and go out and buy long johns. So take the basketball shorts, take them bigger jeans that you got that ain't your size. Come on now, don't front. We all got a size bigger. Don't front. I'm a 34. I got like 8 pairs of 36s. Don't ask me why.
I used to wear 36s
all day. We gotta hide ourselves, yo. We can't let the world see who we are, because if we see who we are, they're gonna point it out.
Really, I've never needed a fucking size
Come on now.
36 jean in my entire life.
Never.
That was my
size is a 33. Only thing I'm finding that is if I'm going to court. McDonald's pants.
Actually.
32. Wow.
Yeah, man.
I'm scared for you.
That's great. It's great.
I want y'all to call in, and I'd love for y'all to sit there and give my man Uncle Stello some beautiful recipes so my man can eat more.
Be sure to tune in to Weird Radio every Thursday and Friday at 6 o'clock p.m. right here on BeExposedRadio.com.
From north, east, south, and west, you're listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
We're rewarding you for something you already do, listening to us. It's Radio Loyalty, and it's an easy way for you to get free stuff. All you do is sign up. Go ahead and click the banner now. You'll earn points as you listen. Points you can trade in for great products and services in the Radio Loyalty store. You can earn even more points when you share your favorite station with friends on Facebook and Twitter. Radio Loyalty. It's free to sign up, so click the banner to join now.
Be exposed. Be exposed. Radio.com. Okay.
Are you thinking about getting your GED diploma? Well, here at the GED Pep Talk Center, we've got a number of pep talks that can motivate you.
Sometimes things don't always turn out the way you want them to.
You know that feeling? People look at you and don't believe in you.
You want some gentle encouragement.
Then you're on your way to your GED diploma and a better life.
But I know you're probably just a little bit nervous. You can find it in yourself to take that first step.
You can improve your future. You can do this. I know you can.
You need to start pushing yourself.
Now get your game face on and take the first step towards a better life. Hurry up. Don't make me repeat myself.
Whatever level of motivation you need to get your GED diploma, we've got a pep talk that's right for you. Call 1-877-38-YOUR-GED or visit yourged.org for your pep talk and find free GED classes in your area. GED is a registered trademark of the American Council on Education, brought to you by Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
Artists Exchange.
The Artists Exchange. The Artists Exchange. The Artists Exchange.
The Artists Exchange.
Artists Exchange Live.
The Artists Exchange. The Artists Exchange.
The Artists Exchange.
Starts now. Welcome back to the Artists Exchange Radio Show. I'm not gonna say it anymore because I'm gonna get in trouble. But these cookies are good. I'm just gonna say that. That's all I'm gonna say. That's it. That's all. But joining us in the building is Mr. Tyree Miles.
Hello.
Boy Floyd didn't come today.
His brother. Big muscles.
Pretty Ricky didn't come today. So he is on the list.
Yes, indeed. I'm gonna take up for my brother though.
No, don't take up for him. Then you will be on the list, sir.
Oh no.
No.
But today, we have him in the building. So let us know real quick. We got 3 minutes. Just let us know what's out there, what you're doing, and then we'll get into the conversation in the next segment.
Okay. Well, I represent the Republic of Great Men. And as I said before, Great Men stands for God reveals everything and time manifests excellence naturally.
Amen.
Me, my brother, Andre Miles, my other brother, Jamel Porter, who is the CEO and creator of King Porter, and Shamarko Amin. We're just basically trying to feed the people with love, knowledge, and make y'all look good at the same time.
That's speaking of making us look good. I'm just saying.
But
I'll leave that to the backstage. I'm putting that to the stage.
You trying to shoot? You shooting?
But likes to shoot.
I do.
Since the last time I was here, I got a publishing deal with Urban Exchange Publishing. Thanks. Shout out to Tawanda Ames. Check her book out, Side Chick Potion. That's her book. That
sounds interesting.
On urbanexchange.com.
That's what's up.
Yep.
So what made you with the book? Where did this come from? You just had to get it off your chest?
Trials and tribulations.
What is it about?
And basically experiences about life, emotions, and everyday situations.
That's what's up.
Pretty much.
So when is that slated to come out?
I'm still working on it. Tawanda Ames is getting on me, but
get on them.
I have a lot of. I think a lot of people be shocked because I'm even shocked by how my thinking process is. Like, I'm gonna give you a part of the book. Just picture a wedding scene, right? No, I'm gonna back it up. Two best friends.
You gonna get in trouble for this, sir?
No, this is me.
That's what I'm saying.
No, me. So we good. But I'm gonna just give you a small excerpt. All right, two women grew up together in Baltimore. One of the young ladies got into a bad car accident. She lost her memory.
Oh, wow.
Her best friend adopted her son. So in due time, she got her memory back. And her son basically moved back with the mom. Fast forward 14 years later, they haven't talked, period. So the woman just comes up out of nowhere, gives her a call, says, I'm coming over, because the lady stayed where she stayed. The mother and the son pretty much were like, the mother had such a deep hate for the father that she used to remind her son, like every day, you look just like your father.
Like a lot of our women do.
Exactly. So basically the mom put the boy out. He winds up going to live with the best friend. Now, fast forward, they move, they get married. The mother finds out about this and comes to the wedding in a wedding dress. She's walking down the aisle. She walks into the pew, pulls a gun out, shoots the mom.
The other mom, the friend.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm not. It's deeper than that.
So we gonna come back. We gonna give us
Yeah.
some more of them tidbits when we come back. Don't go anywhere. The Artist Exchange Radio Show. Don't forget we're live streaming on YouTube. Give us a call 410-702-5657, or you can text us at 443-642-9403. We'll be right back here on the Artist Exchange Radio Show on BeExposedRadio.com.
Be exposed, be exposed, radio.com.
I'm LeVar Burton, and I'm proud to be a book person. How do I choose a book? Sometimes it's the cover, sometimes it's the title. I guess I'm pretty visual. If a book's really impressing me and the writing is really good, I will peek and see what the last paragraph is, because the endings of books should rock you. I am a book person, and if you're a book person too, read to a child and spark a lifetime of ambition. Join me at bookpeopleunite.org, because reading is fundamental. A public service announcement brought to you by Reading is Fundamental, Library of Congress, and the Ad Council.
Green light. Hey girl, school zone. I'm getting hungry. Car changing lanes. You want to meet me for pizza? Stop sign. Intersection clear. Yeah, street. Pizza sounds good. Ballin Street? Girlin Street!
It's hard to concentrate on two things at once, like texting and driving. Stop the text, stop the wrecks. How will you stop texting and driving? Tell us at stoptextstopwrecks.org. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
Check out this flashback of the Artist Exchange Radio Show on BeExposedRadio.com.
How did you know that this is what you wanted to do as far as being a singer or entertainer?
It's always been in me. It's always been a part of who I am since a child. Since a child, I've always gotten karaoke boxes, and I've always learned this song and solos in school and all of those things. And I met my Reflections actually in high school, and we were singing back then. Choral music,
Douglas High School.
Yes, quack, come on through here. So
2 G's in a day pass.
Okay, 2 G's in a bus pass, baby. It
used to be, of course.
It was destined. I feel like it was destined. My whole family sings. Everyone in my circle sings. It's like I just couldn't get away from it. I'm always gonna sing.
Where did your personality come from? Are you always this crazy?
Yes.
Yes. That's crazy.
Right.
I woke up like this.
Okay.
And went to sleep like it too.
The Artist Exchange Radio Show every Friday, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. Every Saturday, 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. Real artist, real talk, real live on BeExposedRadio.com.
You are now listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Check out what you missed on Be Exposed Radio.
Being in this industry is definitely hard.
Facto.
Especially when you're a family man.
Facto.
Now, and one of the questions, actually, this is a question from one of the listeners.
Facto.
How has becoming a father changed your position as an artist on the scene?
Ooh. I think being a dad has put me in a space where I have to recognize, what's really important. Like, don't get me wrong, like the scene is important to me, and being an artist is important. I went back to school, because I'm a dad, and you
got to provide,
and we got to. The struggle is real for me right now. Like, I can't spend as much time as I want to with my kids because the school shit and this it's kicking my ass, man. I'm trying to be everything that I need to be. So when it's all said and done, this music and art, it ain't going nowhere. You know what I'm saying? I just really want, I guess, myself as an artist and as a father to be cognizant of the things that are happening within the community, and how that also affects me being a dad as well. I know that, if I'm not doing my part in the community, I'm not giving everything that I need in order to be a great dad and a great black man, I'm not going to be able to be successful. I'm not going to be able to be the father that I want to be.
and a man that I want to be. So everything has been put in a perspective.
Check out Who Got Buzz every Tuesday
Because
night.
the focus does need to be back on the family unit. What you think, Sabrina?
Definitely.
Yes.
I mean, it definitely would resolve and solve a lot of community issues.
Yes. And not just families, right? Healthy families.
Yes.
We want healthy families,
Yes.
healthy men.
Yes, yes.
Bring that stability there.
Yes, healthy. That's the key.
Yeah.
And whole.
Yes.
Because we got a lot of broken. I mean, and the thing about it is each family has something that they're going.
Artist Exchange.
The Artist Exchange. The Artist Exchange. The Artist Exchange.
The Artist Exchange.
Artist Exchange Live.
The Artist Exchange. The Artist Exchange.
The Artist Exchange.
Starts now. Welcome back. We're here live with me, your host Nate, my co-host Miss Amo, Big Mama Amo. We're here on this Friday, cool Friday. I just want the weather just to be normal in Baltimore. For
It's supposed to be 70 degrees next week and then snow again that following weekend. Like what?
Keep your long johns on.
You right, exactly. I don't know whether to wear jackets or wear a jacket with a sweater because I didn't know what to do today.
Do I need to take it off?
Right, exactly. So we're being joined today by Mr. Tyree Miles.
Yes, sir.
He's coming and letting us know a little bit, some updates on where he is. He was telling us about a few ideas he got coming off. So I'm a person that always like artists to just do it. Don't keep planning. Don't keep thinking about it. There is preparation, decency, and order in everything that we do because it's gonna fail if you don't have some type of planning. But this is the year that you just do it.
That's what
Write
I'm
that
saying.
book.
Yeah.
Direct that play.
It's a leap year. Take the leap.
Exactly.
Yeah, take the leap.
Do what it is that you're here to do. A friend of mine just told me yesterday. She said a lot of people will be disappointed no matter who is elected as president in the next year. But if you wasted your time the last 8 years, it's a lot of people that's scrambling right now. And I'm one of them. I'm in that number because we wasted so much time being afraid and timid because we never had this type of open opportunity to just do what it is that we're here to do. But this young man, Mr. Miles, he's definitely representing that get out and do it spirit.
Yeah, I got tired of just like I used to procrastinate for a while. And then I found myself like helping other people and putting what I wanted to do on the back end.
Yep.
And then, I'm helping, but nobody was helping me. I said, you know what?
And your dream's getting further and further from the goal line.
That's why I said I got to start now. So I don't have anybody around me just lacking or just being around to be around because, people will use you.
And there's nothing wrong with that, getting there that way, that road to getting there, because sometimes you're afraid. Fear is real, and we have to understand fear and failure. They're real aspects of living life, and you can't be afraid to fail, and you can't be afraid to be afraid of something.
Right.
Because that's a healthy feeling. That's a feeling that we all have to feel at some point because you need to know it. But you got to get out there and just do it. Just do it. And some of us, that was how I got into it. Like I always helped other people.
Yep.
And you start understanding what your dreams are and how to execute your dreams by looking at other people's failures and success. So
And
it's
your
healthy.
purpose in life.
Exactly. So you find your purpose in helping other people.
Yes.
But
I agree.
don't be fooled into thinking that your purpose is just to help others fulfill their dreams. You have dreams in there and you're equipped. I keep saying that you're equipped to really do anything that you dream of. You have all of them. That's why it becomes a dream.
Right.
You have it.
Because there's something in you that can actually
Exactly.
achieve that.
And we think it's money or the lack of opportunity that we had or the lack of resources, but it's in you.
Yes.
I directed my first play in a church with a zero budget and friends. And that's what it was. And we wound up, I think we raised over like $5,000 from that first play. And we had no money. And it was just my friends from Coppin that loved me.
Okay.
And a couple church members that just believed in it. And that was it. And I was so afraid to get out there and direct because I was like, oh, I need to have 100 plays.
Backing and
Yeah, I don't have the experience.
A producer and
Right.
a state. No,
I had Pastor Travis and Brandy Bell.
you can do it right there on the street.
Well, call Tyree Miles next time you want to. I can play anything, old man. mentor, whatever.
We'll get him out to the Actors Playground.
Yes.
We'll call him out.
Yes, sir.
So get your monologue together.
Mhm.
You can
And
do
it can
some
be from
improv.
anything and anywhere. There's a movie with a piece that you love.
Yeah.
And one of the things that I love about going to something like the Actors Playground is you can do things that you would not do for
An
an audition. Right. If I wanted to,
or you realize it's something you could have done.
right. If I wanted to do the monologue, if I wanted to do Samuel L. Jackson's monologue from Pulp Fiction,
you
I
can
could
do
get
it.
up there and do
Okay.
that.
Yeah.
And I would be love and support for it. Now I can't go to an audition and do that.
Right.
That's weird. No one wants to see that.
Right.
Or you might, you might get the courage to do something
Or
like
try
that.
it, because that'll definitely make you
Stand
memorable
out.
in the
Yeah.
eyes of the. And if you sell it, shit, you sell it.
And then being friends with Tracy, the creator of it, that was really her purpose for it.
Mhm.
We really don't outside, especially people who have been trained to act.
Yes.
Outside of the classroom and auditions and the actual rehearsal process, we don't have a place in our crazy little gatherings that we have with our other theater
Right.
friends.
It's like, hey,
we don't
having a
really
dinner
have
party.
that. Right. And we do it anyway, but this is a controlled atmosphere. A couple people were surprised that we actually opened with like warm-up exercises.
Okay.
So I saw a bunch of faces like, okay.
What type of exercises though?
Just like vocalization, just getting
Loosen
your body
up,
and your
warming
voice.
you up, warming
Yeah.
your voice. Because for an actor, your tool is your physical being.
Right.
And so you have to take care of that. And an actor prepares by warming up vocally, by warming up your muscles, because you never know what physical thing you might be required to do.
Okay.
You don't, it just like if you're getting ready to run a marathon, you stretch, you don't hop out on stage
Right.
when you got a dance routine and you haven't stretched, you
Right.
haven't
Exactly.
prepared. So, and people very rarely think about it, or it's a thing. If you know actors do that, it's kind of a thing to make fun of. But, ask any actor and they know 1,000 tongue twisters, because you have to be able to get your tongue ready for any and everything. Yeah,
Right.
all those things matter.
And that's really, and I love that aspect of it, because it gives you that openness to just play
Mhm.
and just do something outside of your
Way outside your
character.
wheelhouse, right?
It was a good exercise. So I want to hear a little bit more about what else is coming up the pipeline.
Well, we're trying to find a central location right now. That's what we're trying to do. Once we get that situated, I think everything else will fall in line. Be prepared to see a few famous people in our clothing. So that's coming too. We reach out, do a lot
I
of
thought I was
promotion.
gonna be famous because I was wearing the
You
clothes.
think we want to get you right. So we need your actual colors. Both of you. We need both. We need your colors.
And
your
remember, this is
sizes.
going to play over and over and over on YouTube.
Yes,
So,
I know. Let's get them views up.
I got you.
But I got you. Before I leave, I want both of y'all sizes. I have your numbers, and we're gonna get that together.
Yes, sir.
So you do custom work, or
yeah, custom.
So where do you want to take this clothing line? It's not just a clothing line, but you have a message behind it.
Yeah, we have bylaws and all of that.
Mhm.
So what we say is basically stand for something, because what we do, we wear, it stands for something.
Mhm.
And one of our slogans is, what does your polo man stand for? So the thing is, it's not even just about the clothes. It's a way of life, love. We want to bring unity back. Like, I know this one thing with Baltimore. Everybody wants the mean mug face fight. People don't say excuse me. We want to let you know it's cool to say brother, excuse me.
That gets on, I'm gonna let that go.
What? Uh-oh.
It's an agitation for me. Like this common courtesy and manners have really been just let go.
Yeah, yeah. So we want to bring that back. Like, there's no problem telling somebody you love them.
Right.
Give them a hug. You look nice today. It's sad when you see a young lady walk down the street and you compliment her, and she, I'm just complimenting you, baby. You look good. I don't want your number.
Right.
But
It's
just telling
crazy.
you look good. What the work you put in today was worth it. That's
Yeah.
all I'm trying to say. Too.
Yeah, that's all.
It's
We're not
said that
thirsty.
they have that
The
mentality
open the
because
door
they've been
thing.
right.
Why are you yelling? Yes, please and thank you. I appreciate all of that.
Right.
Right.
So
It's the little things.
It really is. because in the same breath, you'll have those same women. I don't understand why I can't find a good man. Well, because when the last time he opened the door for you, you gave him this look like peon. Why would you do that?
Well, that's because they didn't fit the image. They in their mind, we've all created that image of what that perfect person is.
Right.
And when I've seen ladies do this, like somebody will buy them a drink and they may not be the flyest dude or the prettiest girl, and they'll just ignore them, totally ignore them and say vulgar things to them. But the first person that come up, they don't have none of the qualities that last person had, but they all over them because they look like that image.
Right. This thing I've had in my head for forever.
Right.
I can tell you right now, what I had in my head is not at all what showed up and married me. It's not. It's so different. It's so different.
We love you, Kenyon.
I couldn't be happier, but
Shouts
it's
out
so
to Kenyon.
different. Yes.
As he listens from the other room.
Right.
But it's I can't wait to see. Like, I want to see the line. I want to see what happens with it.
Yeah.
Where you guys want to take it. I'm loving this industry in Baltimore now where everybody feels like this is my idea. I'm about to make it happen.
Yeah.
And it's really starting to come back because I remember that happening a little bit when I was younger. And it was a lot of what was it? If it was a slogan in a movie, then it became a clothing line. Doing the butt, that became a clothing line.
Remember that?
Right.
I had that sweatsuit growing up, and I remember that came from a movie, and somebody said, "You know what? That's a clothing line, or that's a slogan to put on the t-shirt." Right. So people are the smallest idea, the biggest ideas are now being tried, and there's nothing wrong with that.
No, I'm 100. One of the things that has always stayed with me from a very good friend of mine said that the new unemployment rate will just be 10%. It is. There will just be 10% unemployment in America. So what you have to begin to do is think, how do I turn myself and what I can offer into a business? You cannot think, whose business can I tag along in until that business fizzles out? How do I make myself the business, the commodity? And I think that's part of it, moving towards developing your own. So no, I'm not gonna spend $50 on one t-shirt because it has, Kanye West's name on it. I'd rather spend $50 on 5 t-shirts from my homeboy around the corner because I know him and I look fly and my money stretches further and I'm helping him out.
Labels are still up there, but they're starting to
fizzle. I believe
we're waking up.
Yeah,
I think this is what it looks like for me. That's what this is. This is waking up. This is what it looks like. We are collectively beginning to say, what the hell have I been doing for the last 6 months?
As an entrepreneur, I have realized that number one thing to getting us all and getting us as individuals to that point is looking at that job that we have that means as just a benefactor. If you look at it as a benefactor, that it will not keep you there, one, and it will always remind you that this is a means to an end. And not just, I gotta work this, and then you get caught up in the hours, and then the hours turn into your life, and then you gotta rest and work, there's no time for what you really want to do. And when I started looking at jobs that way, I never stayed somewhere longer than I wanted to.
Right.
And if I stayed that long at all, and it had to be some type of resource there, whether it was a copy machine to print out playbills, internet, so I could, do my stuff in the meantime, in between time. But it had to have a resource there, and the check that I got went towards a dream. And then you struggle more because now you're not just paying bills with that money, but you're investing in the other things that you have to invest in. But it will take us all being collective. So if you see a friend that has that mindset and you're still stuck in having a career or a job that's outside of what you really want to do, support that person.
Yes.
Take some of those expendable dollars and invest it into somebody who you see, whether it's somebody you know directly or it's the crowdfunder or whatever. Invest it into somebody that you know or
Yes.
you know is on that path.
Yes.
But sometimes I see people like, I'm too afraid to do this. So I'm not going to give you no option because I'm too afraid to do it myself. So I'm not going to give you no out.
Right.
Because you're going to stay in this struggle with me, bro.
And that's so not. It reminds me of one of my favorite lines from AT Aliens. I live by the beat like you live check to check. So if you don't move your feet, then I don't eat. So we like neck and neck. We are all in this struggle together. Period.
That was my album
Period.
too.
Yes.
I
What?
got
man.
bars.
Ooh.
You got bars?
No,
No?
I can rap. I
Hey,
cannot
that
create
AT
rap.
Aliens though was nice.
Yes, it is.
Hey, when we get, I see with the time dwindling, but can
Look
we
at this
get?
man. Look at this
Can
man.
we get my partner, my brother, Andre Miles on the line? Is that
We
possible?
can get him on the line.
Okay.
We will go to a quick break real quick. We'll be right back in just a few seconds. Don't go anywhere. Don't forget to give us a call, 410-702-5657, or you can text us at 443-642-9403. We'll be right back here on the Artist Exchange Radio Show on BeExposedRadio.com.
Join the club that gives you stuff. Hey, thanks! Radio Loyalty. Here's how it works. Just click on the Radio Loyalty banner right now and sign up. Then you keep on listening like you already do. But now you earn points. Those points add up, and you can trade them in for stuff in the Radio Loyalty store. Earn more points by sharing your station with friends on Facebook and Twitter, answering surveys, and by using the apps in the New Players App Store. Pretty simple, right? Radio Loyalty. Click that banner to join now.
This is Kenyon Parson of Weird Radio, where everybody is really dope. Check out this flashback.
You know, how you ended it. I've never actually broken up with someone. I've only done it once. I've always gotten dumped. I have always gotten dumped. I've never broken up with someone.
Yeah.
A few of them just kind of, we moved away and we never.
You know what? I have had one of the ones where it was a unspoken breakup. Like she knew what it was, I knew what it was, and we just, yeah, man.
You've never had that happen?
No.
Oh, how old are you again?
22.
20. Yeah, I'll be 22 on March 5th.
He'll be 22. Oh,
damn! You're such a baby. It's cute.
But I've never gotten broken up with. I've always done a breaking up.
Hey,
it'll happen. Oh, well, okay, hold on. Since we got some.
I'm telling the truth. Shut up, Nate.
All right, let's tell us about it. Tell us about the breakup. When did you feel like? Did you just like, all right, I'm done, cool? And
yeah.
You were
not
just tired of
like
it.
that, but it was like legit reasons. Like, all right, so my first breakup, she was 24 and I was 20. So yeah, 2 kids. She was crazy.
Right.
Like crazy. Like it started off like, oh, she would be upset when I would go away to do the radio show. And I wouldn't be able to text her because I'm working. You can't.
That's
I can't
my
text you
job.
when I'm working. So it started off like you said, like, oh, that's just her. She's quirky.
Yeah.
It's cute. It's cute. It's like, oh, she cares and she's clingy. I
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah, right.
So it just started getting crazier and crazier. And she just got crazy. Like she started punching walls. And
Oh nah. Oh nah. At least she wasn't hitting you. Cause I know.
I used to skateboard, so I would go out and skateboard with my friends, and she was like, "Why you don't ever take me?" It's like you have 2 kids, you can't go.
Yeah,
You got a babysitter, babe?
You got stuff to do.
You got things to do, and their names are Boom and Boom. So I can't keep laying around with you. I have a life as well. So
Be sure to tune in live Tuesday and Friday from 6 to 7 p.m. with myself and Kenyon, giving it to you on Be Exposed Radio.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com. Be exposed. Be exposed. Radio.com. Okay.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Hello. Welcome everyone to Weird Radio, where everybody is really dope. We are back. I'm your host, Kenyon Parson.
No, you're not. You're not the host.
I'm not.
You're not the host
I'm
today.
not the host today. I'm the host. Today's show is being taken over by Stella, who ain't shit, the guest who ain't never left.
Yeah.
MTC El Falcone, the Falcon.
What's up, people?
So,
In today's world, we're going to start off with a couple of Black History facts.
Oh, snap.
Dun, dun, dun. Okay. I had the liberty of doing this. And since we left off on the 5th of February, I will start with the 6th. Okay. This one sucked. I had to put it because I know who this guy is. But February 6th, 1993 was the death of Arthur Ashe.
Oh.
Yeah, man. I've heard his name so many times, and I had to look the guy up. Like, who? I know this name. Why don't I know this person? And I was like, that sucked. That was like the first one I found.
Right.
Yeah. What else we got? Of course. I don't even know how I forgot this one. February 6th, 1945. Bob Marley was born, man.
That right there, hands down. You can move to the next day.
Yeah, absolutely. That just topped everything.
You can move to the next day.
Topped everything. February 7th. Let's see. What's a good one? Okay, Chris Rock was born 1967.
Oh yeah,
that's good.
Personally, I think you can move on from that day.
Yeah, there was nothing interesting. There was nothing interesting in there. And on February 8th, 1986, Oprah Winfrey becomes the first African American woman to host a nationally syndicated talk show.
Shout out to Oprah.
Absolutely.
Now owns.
I want Oprah money. Man.
Half of Africa, something like that.
Something.
3/4?
No.
Oh, she doesn't. Oh.
I don't know. I'm not.
All right. And that same day in 1978, Leon Spinks defeated Muhammad Ali. My man took that out.
He was not floating like a butterfly that day. He was sinking like a ship.
He was hovering like a moth.
Not at all. Oh man!
I actually have a Black History fact.
Take it.
Sarah Rector, by the age of 10.
Artist Exchange. The Artist Exchange. The Artist Exchange. The Artist Exchange.
The Artist Exchange.
Artist Exchange Live.
The Artist Exchange. The Artist Exchange.
The Artist Exchange.
Starts now. Welcome back to the Artist Exchange Radio Show here live on BigExposedRadio.com. I think I've OD'd on cookies. And it's really, it's crazy. Give us a call, 410-702-5657, or you can text us at 443-642-9403. We have a brand new feature here. We're live streaming live from YouTube, so you can definitely listen either directly from our website, www.BigExposedRadio.com, or you can go to YouTube and listen to us live as well. Don't just listen to the re-airs because you will miss some giveaways and things of that nature. This month, we're celebrating Women's History Month. We have a phone call? Hey, caller, how's it going? Hello?
Hello.
Don't be afraid.
Call back.
Just give us a call back, 410-702-5657, or you can text us at 443-642-9403. Like I was saying, we are celebrating Women's History Month, and with that, we're doing a month-long nomination process where you put your woman of inspiration into a hat, and at the beginning, at the end of the month, we pick their name, and they win one of 3 awesome gift prizes. Hey, caller, what's going on?
Hey, how you doing? This is Andre with the Republic of Great Men.
Hey, Andre, what's going on, sir?
How you feeling, brother?
I'm doing good. How you doing?
I'm all right. I'm checking in. I know you got my brother named Mr. Miles the Writer.
There we go.
Hey, brother.
Yeah.
Brother,
yes.
Yes. Mr. Nate, man, he got some
See, I wasn't
things
gonna
on
say
his
nothing.
mind.
I was gonna keep it.
I told him we got him. I told him.
We got you, brother.
Pretty Ricky didn't show up today.
Pretty Ricky's what they call him, huh?
Right. And Alma was ready with her Google eyes and everything. And you just disappointed her, sir.
One of our slogans is "We got you covered."
We got you covered. But look, I'm there via spirit, man. You know, with my brother there, I'm there in spirit, man. So when we there, I'm there. So let's talk about some things. Let's talk about some things,
I'm
brother.
being thrown into this. I haven't said anything.
That passive aggressiveness. You gotta do that.
Oh, okay.
So
Hey,
what's
don't
new
be
with
quiet
you,
in the
sir? What's going
background.
on?
Oh man, you know we out here working. we out here working. The mission still remains. You know, we get to the people. You know, actually, our brand is growing, which is a great thing. Thanks everybody for your support. You know, man, it's work as usual, man. It never stops, man.
So I hear you guys are possibly looking for a location for your brand, for your clothing line.
Yes. I'm looking into a few, couple actually locations, and I'm gonna go with the best one, see what best fits, and then you know, it's moving. So out to the people now, y'all can have a central location where y'all can come and reach us and find us. But for right now, you know, the mission still remains. Contact us via social media, word of mouth, when we get into you.
Okay. So what else do you have coming up? What other things can we expect from the clothing line?
Well, far as with the line, we have right now we're working on our spring line, but we have you know, we customizing sweatsuits. We got the hot thermal zipping up jackets, of course the Scullies, snapbacks, baseball tees, t-shirts, and what makes us basically stand out from others, I want to say, because we have something that stands for something. Our brand stands for something, and you know, we allowing the people to do it their way. So we also customizing as well. So
I can get it my way. Okay.
Better than Burger King.
Somebody give me a pencil and a piece of paper.
What?
I'm about to throw a
Better than
challenge
Burger
out there.
King. Yeah, do that.
So are you open to working? I mean, will you guys eventually become like a manufacturer or a distributor for people who have ideas for maybe like a t-shirt line or?
Oh yeah. You want to cover all bases, man.
I was really talking about myself. But
hey, we got you. We got you covered.
Yeah, I see. Listen, man, our plan is, you know, on that side, we really want to cover all bases. So the plan is the best we have, of course, push our brand, but within that location, we want to be able to have the ability to do everything. You know, whether it's schools, whether it's another brand that's trying to get built, we want to cover all bases and help the people, man. Just the way that someone helped us, we want to be able to do the same thing.
I feel you. Well, you got your first client, so when y'all ready to sit down and have that meeting, my creative wheels are already turning.
That's what's up.
Oh, and we also got the Republic of Great Men Fitness too. Don't forget that. Check that out.
Okay.
Yeah. You know, so I also personal train, so we got that incorporated with everything else. So you know, we out here serving the people, man. We all about building the people, man.
And that's crazy because I'm gonna have to write that down because I wanted to ask you a question the last time, but I thought you was gonna be here today. But the next time you gonna be here the next time.
I'll be there.
Once the book is released,
right?
We'll be back.
That's cool.
We'll be back. But thank you for calling in, man. We about to go to another break.
Okay, I appreciate y'all for having us as well.
You're always welcome to come back. We're going to take a quick break, guys. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back here on the Artist Exchange Radio Show on BigExposedRadio.com. Don't forget to go to our website, www.BigExposedRadio.com. Check out all our new updates, our new shows, our new listings. We got a couple of new shows coming up down the pipeline. So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Okay.
Driving has a rhythm all its own. Don't wreck it with a text. Before you get behind the wheel, silence your phone. Or better yet, designate a texter. For more text-free driving tips, visit stoptextstoprex.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration.
Green light. Hey girl, school zone. I'm getting hungry. Car changing lanes. You want to meet me for pizza? Stop sign. Intersection clear. Yeah, street. Pizza sounds good. Ballin Street? Girlin Street!
It's hard to concentrate on two things at once, like texting and driving. Stop the text, stop the wrecks. How will you stop texting and driving? Tell us at stoptextstoprex.org. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
Check out what you missed on Be Exposed Radio.
I don't like stuff in my mouth. It's after what you was talking about.
It's in this commercial closing.
No, seriously, I don't. I'm a germaphobe. Everything on your body is dirty.
Everything.
So I'm damn sure I ain't gonna put it in my mouth. That's probably why I'm single. Thank you.
Is there a lies? But
somebody slapped me on my face with one before. I had to get up and go wash my face. I was done. I said, "Don't! How dare you? You filthy ass animal! Get the hell out of my house!" It was a problem because it's like clearly you don't remember when I met you. I checked your teeth to make sure you had them all. Because that's a problem for me too. Your dental hygiene. Because if you're missing a tooth in the front, that means you don't brush your teeth at all. I'm sorry. And I know Jabril just had that tooth missing and all, but if I would have met him on the road and, he would have been trying to out him and what's going on? At least you could have did was break a Tic Tac in half and put it up there when you met me. You just can't be coming to me with no sharp teeth. It's not okay.
Check out the Talk Lately show every Tuesday nights from 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. right here on BeExposedRadio.com.
From north, east, south, and west, you're listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Be exposed. Be exposed. Radio.com.
Check out what you missed on Be Exposed Radio.
So how did Heart Smiles come to be?
So to be honest with you, Heart Smiles was really born right after Freddie Gray. One of my goals for 2015.
Artist Exchange. The Artist Exchange. The Artist Exchange. The Artist Exchange.
The Artist Exchange.
Artist Exchange Live.
The Artist Exchange. The Artist Exchange.
The Artist Exchange.
Welcome back to the Artist Exchange Radio Show here live on BeExposedRadio.com. We have an awesome message from Coach Perry of the Southwestern Girls Varsity Basketball Team.
Whoop, whoop. Shout out to Coach Perry.
It says, hello and hope all is well. Care 2, Tyree and Andre Miles on the clothing line. Shout out to Tyree and Andre on the clothing line and other great things your brothers are doing in the community.
Thank you.
Program director of the SMA Sports Mentorship Academy. We are a nonprofit organization. SMA is an athletic program that enhances academics through sports for at-risk youth.
Word.
So we're going to have to get Mr. or is it Miss?
Coach Perry.
Coach Perry,
yeah.
Close friend of mine. I got him online. We can get him online. Get him here whenever you want.
Yeah, we'd love to talk to him.
Coach Perry out here.
Absolutely.
But that's it's positive to see, especially two brothers, real brothers together, doing some positive thing in the community. So we're definitely shout out to Mr. Tyree and Andre and your other brother as well. You guys,
King Porter, Jamel Bishop. We might need to call that fool live too.
Come on, give us a call now. Mr.
So our topic today is you may see me struggle, but you'll never see me quit. And it came from a lot of our topics come from my real life.
Amen.
I try not to make this a reality show, but it's more so my growth and this platform for that I'm a part of and pushing. I try to give it a try to give some of the things that I'm going through light. So it could help others because I know a lot of artists and a lot of individuals and entrepreneurs are going through the same thing as they strive for what they're wanting to do. So that title came, I was talking to Amba before, it was just me getting fed up with not being open. Like I'm not an open book. And I've done that because I was raised by older women and you keep your business to yourself.
Right.
And you keep it there and nobody needs to know. And even within my family, we had the little, your mother and brothers and sisters, you keep that from your other aunt and their children.
Right.
And you don't ever.
Especially women are required to.
Right.
Especially. So I can see that being something that was really weighed heavily on you.
It is because it's something that you can't shake that after you're too far in it. And for guys, we normally get that help. And I've said this before, once we're too far gone, once you've been incarcerated and once you've done whatever that given circumstance has gotten you to, and we know that's when we normally get help, when you're too far gone into that given circumstance. And I want to break that mold, because I have a lot of cousins and a lot of their children that's growing up, and everybody's disjointed, and we keep stuff private.
Yeah.
You know, I've had a couple family members pass away, and nobody knew what was going on with them.
Right.
And the journey to them actually transitioning could have been a lot smoother, a lot more enriching for them and for the family members had we just known.
Right.
And it's not about being nosy, because that's the fear.
Right.
You know, or you're going to internalize what's going on with me and make it about you. So why bring that type of stress to my life?
Right.
But we have to begin to be more open, because nobody knows what's going on with you if you don't open your mouth.
You'll feel better too.
Right. Pray for a discerning spirit, so you know who to say it to and who not to say it to.
Right.
But definitely don't be afraid to say, I'm broke, or I need help, especially the guys, or I'm lost, I need help.
My name is Tyree Miles. I'm broke.
Amen.
I need help.
Amen.
I do for my children, but child support is killing me. But hey, I'm still here.
Right, but you haven't quit, and that's the second part of the topic. You may see me struggle, but you won't see me quit. And we've been told for so long, especially in the Black community, don't tell nobody you broke, because that's creating a handicap against you.
Right.
So we got to pretend like we got it all. We got to look like we got it all. But you really struggling to keep up with the facade.
The
Not even
Joneses.
what's really wrong, but you trying to keep up with the facade. That's a struggle in and of itself. So you haven't even gotten to addressing the problem,
Right.
Because you trying to keep up this wall, this facade.
Right.
Right.
But what people need to realize is that money doesn't make you rich.
Mm-mm.
Having your health, strength, and a calming mind, you're rich right there.
Yep.
So, hey,
And just in striving to be an artist, I've learned what I can actually live off of, what I thought, and what I had gotten used to living off of, and learning what your needs and your wants are, and being able to separate them at times. You really learn how to treat yourself when it's appropriate, and not just because you got it.
my father told me, shout out to Andre Miles and Patricia Bishop for having me, October 5th, 1977. But nah,
Yes,
seriously.
Libra.
Yeah, my father told us a long time ago, if you mismanage your money, you'll mismanage your life. And he also stressed 3 F's: family, faith, and finances. That's what basically makes the world go round.
But we have a lot of people that aren't living up to that standard. I remember this, aren't teaching their children because they weren't taught, or they don't know. They just don't know. So they can't give you something that they don't have.
True.
I recall this one Everybody Hates Chris episode where the mother let the father take over the finances for the month. So his thing was, I'm gonna pay all the bills, but they were broke like after the second week. And the mother, she laughed and she said, "See, I told you." Because her method was, I'm gonna put a little bit over here and put a little bit over here so we can have a little bit to do this and a little bit to do that. And I was cringing watching this episode because I had an awesome mother who really provided for me, but that was the structure that they grew up in.
Right.
I'm gonna pay a little bit over here and a little bit over here. I'm gonna rob Paul over here to pay Peter over here. And at the end, you got a couple dollars, but you still in debt. You still owe the people from last month, and you're going into a new month still owing people from last month and the months thereafter. So you're never fully out of debt. You're never fully out of, the black. And it's crazy that episode made me so angry because then I saw myself as a grown man doing the same thing. And I'm watching this episode pissed.
Right.
And it was right because it's real life.
Right.
But they glorified the fact that the mother had that as a way of life. So at the end of that episode, they went back to doing things her way.
Right. Okay. That's kind of the attitude of America. America is a in debt country. They start you out in debt. You want to go to school, you can take out loans. You want to get married, you can take out a loan. You should get married. Have this huge wedding before you decide to buy a house and start a family. So you start your marriage off $15,000, $10,000, $15,000, $20,000 in debt. And everyone wants to tell you, oh, it's all about managing your debt. No. Don't do it.
Don't fall into the trap.
Don't do it.
Because you're wrong.
I feel like, and I can't. So I have no problem with people taking out student loans. I think that of all the loans in the world, you can take out a student loan and a mortgage, right? Or an investment. There's something you're doing, but I don't think you should come out of high school and go immediately to get a student loan. I think you should spend 3 or 4 years figuring out what it is you really want to do, and then go and take out a student loan and invest in your future. If that's the only way you can get, because a lot of times when you join the workforce, you actually find companies that will be willing to pay for you to go to school because you're so good at what you do. So take the time to figure out what it is you're good at. And I mean, if you come out of high school and you know, God bless you, go and do your thing. But if you don't know, don't jump right into school. Take the time to learn. You have time. You've got all the time in the world. You can ask 1 million college students. They will tell you they have at least 4 or 5 people in their class that are 20 to 30 years older than them because they decided, oh, you know what? I finally figured this thing out. Let me go back and do this. So I highly encourage you to take the time to figure out what it is you want to do. Do not just go jump into debt because it's real. And student loans, they have permission to garnish your wages. So you will go to work for 40 hours and then they just take their money out of your paycheck. And you're like, wait a minute.
And the job say working with the state is out of the question for you because you owe that to the state. And it's a lot of, and I'm learning this stuff now at 32, like, jobs that would get me out of debt are not open to me because I owe that. And this is a cycle that we have in this country, but we can't be in that mindset. So the struggle is real, but the struggle does not have to be what we thought it was. And I'm looking at I have 4 little nieces. I have cousins that are babies and my first cousins and I have that Black American dream. I gotta make it so my family could be it. But one of us has to make it through so they wake up and realize it. You know, my sister just said, I saw it on Facebook that she had just went back to school, and that was the best thing possible for her, having 4 little girls looking at her and not really feeling your biggest potential. Because for me, I wish my parents would have just tried harder, not necessarily for each other, but for the child that they had. So, and that's the mentality that I want to stress to artists and entrepreneurs. Like, don't be afraid to struggle. That's a part of it. But what we have to collectively do is that ticket sale that you like, oh man, I'm not going to that show. If you have it, go to that show. Support that person. Especially if you're not willing to support yourself right now. Reach out, because you don't know once you get to that level who your first ticket sale or whatever is going to come from. That probably that individual that you help. But the fear is, and I see it is real. The fear is we've invested in these people before, and they got that resource and they bounced. They got out of here. Never look back. And so a lot of people are scorned because of that. I'm not helping you because the moment you get on, you will bounce. You're not gonna put. So on top of getting resources, you have to then give back. And you have to fill that hole that you have made in that community that you're from. You don't have to live there because that's not part of your journey. You have to grow. But put back into that community and not just for the cameras. The cup you pulled from. Not just for tax purposes, not just for the cameras, but do it because you're supposed to. You wouldn't be who you were without it.
So you have to pour back in, because there could be another you that comes out. And if you don't, you are the one who paves that way. So you have to be diligent. We learned a lot from you the last time, and as far as the things that you do, tell us a little bit more about the work that you do outside of being an entrepreneur.
Well, as of right now, I'm a Playworks coach at Commodore John Rogers. Playworks is basically like recess. So touching on, it's fun interacting with the children and With me, I
Keeping you
realized
young.
that at a young age, because I've been doing it since 1995. I started out at Calverton Middle School.
Mhm.
I worked there for 8 years, and after that, I started working in group homes. But I got my vision. Like young people relate to me,
Mhm.
so I use that. I mean, I don't tell them nothing crazy. I give it to them straight, raw, and I just like to help them. But I'm at Carmelo John Rogers. I'm also trying to form a mentoring program.
Okay.
So I do go around to different schools and talk to the students. But that's basically my calling, I believe, helping the youth. So that's
So
what I'm doing.
how do you find the energy to keep that up? Because that could be you at a middle school.
Yeah, elementary, middle, yep.
Yeah, how do you find that energy? Because that's a time where estrogen and testosterone is just crashing into each other.
It's because I love the youth. And like I say, ever since I was younger, it feels good when I see my former students. Mr. Miles, I graduated college. Or Mr. Miles, thank you for telling me this. Mr. Miles, you don't know it, but I used to look up to you and I used to listen to what you said. Remember when you told me to do this and do that? I did it. That makes me feel good. I see where the juveniles are today, the youth, like it's no respect. I can't save everybody, but if I'm going to work every day, I'm going to let the students that I interact with, let them know I care about them, but I'm gonna give them a jewel. Always. You never know how you impact somebody's life.
That's the truth.
I'm not there for a check. I mean, we don't make a lot of money, but you best believe I'm gonna talk to this one, that one, and give it to them real. Because they might not be getting that at home.
It's that mindset that we have to, and I've read it. I talked to a lady. If you just pay attention to the person to the left of you and to the right of you, and as teachers, you got a little bit more that you can do. But just focusing on that person to the left, that person to the right. And if everybody did that, we would be. And that's, people say that's living in a fantasy world, but that's all that is going to take.
Yeah.
That's the little bit that you can do.
Each one teach one.
Right, exactly.
Amen.
We're going to take a quick break real quick, and we'll be right back here on the Artist Exchange Radio Show, here live on BigExposedRadio.com. Don't go anywhere. Stay tuned.
We're rewarding you for something you already do, listening to us. It's Radio Loyalty, and it's an easy way for you to get free stuff. All you do is sign up. Go ahead and click the banner now. You'll earn points as you listen. Points you can trade in for great products and services in the Radio Loyalty store. You can earn even more points when you share your favorite station with friends on Facebook and Twitter. Radio Loyalty. It's free to sign up, so click the banner to join now.
Hey everybody, check out what you missed on the one and only Be Inspired radio show.
I'm just thankful this year I've dealt with, some growing pains, and I've overcome some things, and I've also, accomplished some things in the process. I've learned some things. Like I've learned, I learned that everybody loves your work until they got to pay for it. That's what I learned. That's what I learned. I learned everybody loves what you do.
The pay?
I mean,
not always.
Listen, the Bible says money answereth all things.
Well,
okay. And there is a place. There is a place where finances is necessary. And when you got kids and when you got a wife and then you doing everything and you top dog at what you do, especially when you weren't in the same place like with this radio show, you ain't in the same place you were a year ago. Should nobody be coming on the show and not donating to your show?
Can you say that on my show?
Should nobody be coming to your show?
Can you say that in the middle of the live?
Make that a promo, please.
Should nobody come on this show without donating?
Yes.
I don't care if it's $20.
Donate.
Tune in to Be Inspired every Wednesday live at 7 p.m. right here on BeExposedRadio.com.
From north, east, south, and west, you're listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Hey, there's my son. You've been in your room all morning.
Hey, Dad.
Matt, what's wrong with your voice?
There is nothing wrong with my voice.
Oh, well, it's just sort of.
I have been playing my video games and electronic games for so many hours.
Uh-huh. Well, it sounds like it might be time for you to take a break, or...
Hello, Dad.
Susan?
I have been watching TV and text messaging all morning. Yay, electronics. Yay, yay, yay.
Guys, I think it's about time to get in the car and take a little trip. Maybe see some trees, some green things.
What are these green things you speak of?
This weekend, unplug. Take your family to the forest. There's nothing in the world like experiencing nature firsthand. Trees, paths, bluebirds, streams. Getting closer to nature can get you closer to your family. To find the forest nearest you, go to discovertheforest.org. Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service and the Ad Council.
Get out to the forest and discover the wonders of nature with your family, just like Blue, Jewel, and the whole Rio flock.
Let the kids connect to their roots. It's going to be so much fun. Yeah! Woo-hoo!
Let's rock this jungle.
Yeah!
Fresh air,
What a glorious morning.
clean water,
Woohoo! This is great.
and endless surprises.
Yo, this is untapped territory.
How amazing.
Visit discovertheforest.org. Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service and the Ad Council.
So when you get to the corner of Smith and Orchard, you're going to want to take a left.
You are not going to
Then what you're going to
believe
do is turn
this.
onto Marcy
Brad
Avenue.
just broke up
and go past the first
apparently
3
she's
lights
happy
and then
about
take
it.
the next left.
I don't really
Then
think
drive
she's
5 more
happy,
blocks
but
and you should be
who
there.
am I to judge, right?
Park on the
Anyway,
right.
That's
I'll
what
see
I
you
heard
later
last
tonight.
night.
It's hard to concentrate on two things at once, like texting and driving. Stop the text, stop the wrecks. How will you stop texting and driving? Tell us at stoptextstoprex.org. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
This message is for all of you sitting in the passenger seat. And apologies if it gets a little uncomfortable, but how does it feel to be at the mercy of someone who thinks a random text is more important than your life? Someone who takes their eyes off the road while speeding along in a 3-ton hunk of steel. Freaky, right? Well, why not just ask them to stop? Or better yet, volunteer to text for them. It might be a little awkward, but believe me, you'll live.
Learn more at stoptextstoprex.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration.
Green light. Hey girl, school zone. I'm getting hungry. Car changing lanes. You want to meet me for pizza? Stop sign. Intersection clear. Yeah, street. Pizza sounds good. Ballin Street? Girlin Street!
It's hard to concentrate on two things at once, like texting and driving. Stop the text, stop the wrecks. How will you stop texting and driving? Tell us at stoptextstoprex.org. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
Artist Exchange. The Artist Exchange. The Artist Exchange. The Artist Exchange.
The Artist Exchange.
Artist Exchange Live.
The Artist Exchange. The Artist Exchange.
The Artist Exchange.
Starts now. Welcome back. We're back here on the Artist Exchange Radio Show on BeExposedRadio.com. Don't forget to give us a call, 410-702-5657, or you can text us at 443-642-9403. The Artist Exchange Radio Show is really going through some evolution, and we're expanding ourselves. We just left an interview at Hotel RL. Phenomenal interview with Miss Be Inspired Naomi Burrell. Also, we had Jeff Silent Treatment Johnson come all the way up from Virginia and join us. And we had the Tracy Marie Jiggets joining us. And it was that was the first time we had 3 interviews. So it was a little bit more tighter, but it was definitely phenomenal. And we got some awesome things coming out. Jeff Johnson gave us an awesome tribute to Women's History Month with a poem about his grandmother. So it was definitely very well impactful, and he came with his Dapper Dan suit on.
Dapper Dan. Okay.
And also, don't forget, the last Tuesday of every month, we have the Actors Playground down at the UB Blake Center, 847 North Howard Street. Shout out to Troy Burton and the Actors Playground family. Tracy Jiggets, the creator. We're trying to foster that environment for theater, both experience down to the novice performer that want to learn from each other and grow and mature. Space for artists. So definitely come out. We don't
Your
mind.
rough edges will be shunned at other places. We don't mind your rough edges. We'll help you smooth
we're
them
here
out.
exactly to enhance them. No, we don't want to smooth. We want to enhance them.
Enhance the rough
Put some-
edges.
Yeah,
Okay,
texture.
I
It's
can
about
see.
levels. It's
I
about
feel that. I
levels.
feel that.
There's levels to it.
Exactly. Also, we're having the Be Exposed open house on April the 2nd. So come through. I got it. So we're coming through on April the 2nd for the Be Exposed open house. So come through, meet the personalities. We got some awesome shows coming down the pipeline. So that's April the 2nd from 12 to 5 p.m. You might get a
Okay.
chance to come say something on live on air. So
Mhm.
we'll be
I'll be here.
broadcasting from 12 to 4 actually. So you can get a chance to talk to some of the the personalities here. Jump on the air, say a couple words to the people listening. So definitely come through. We have some vendors, some massagers and such. So definitely.
Where they at? I need a massage now.
Exactly. So come on through. We'll be here for you. Also, we have a text real quick. Let me read this text.
Okay.
Glad I had the opportunity to check in on the convo. Tyree, call me later. I like what I hear, and I will tune in again. Thanks for the shout out. My contacts, 54 S Perry, 55 Gmail. We'll send your information out on our website. Thank you, Coach Perry, over there at Southwestern.
It's a good brother right there.
So he teaches at Southwestern.
Yes.
Okay. So we'll definitely put that on the website for you, and see when you come on the show. And we're always looking for new artists, entrepreneurs, community leaders to come on, join the conversation here with the Artist Exchange and our other host of shows that we have throughout the week.
Yep.
We just started yesterday the happy hour with Tina, Mecca, and DJ Twiz. It was an awesome show yesterday, 7 to 9 on Thursday. Starting soon will be Tracy Jiggett. She'll be on Mondays. And right after that in April, we have Love the Poet and Shelly Say So. They're going to tag team and do Mondays as well. So we have some awesome shows coming up. So if you want a show, if you have something to say, definitely hit us up at info@beexposedradio.com. Give us a little bio on yourself. If you have a show that you are interested in bringing here that you already have established, also hit us up, info@beexposedradio.com. We're going to take another quick break, pay some bills here at Be Exposed, so don't go anywhere. The Artist Exchange Radio Show. Live on YouTube right now, so check us out.
Drug, alcohol, and gambling addiction can be devastating for you and your loved ones. Don't let the disease of addiction ruin everything you have worked so hard for. If you or a loved one is suffering from a drug, alcohol, or gambling addiction, call now and get a free confidential consultation. Help is only a phone call away. Call 1-877-867-3063. That's 1-877-867-3063.
Check out what you missed on Be Exposed Radio.
You know, being in this industry is definitely hard.
Facto.
Even especially when you're a family man.
Facto.
Now, and one of the questions, actually, this is a question from one of the listeners.
Facto.
How has becoming a father changed your position as an artist on the scene?
Ooh. I think being a dad has put me in a space where I have to recognize, you know, what's really important. Like, don't get me wrong, like the scene is important to me, and being an artist is important. You know, I went back to school, you know, because I'm a dad, and
you got to provide,
and we got. I mean, you know, the struggle is real for me right now. Like, I can't spend as much time as I want to with my kids because the school shit and this it's kicking my ass, man. I'm trying to be everything that I need to be. So when it's all said and done, you know, this music and art, you know, it ain't going nowhere. You know what I'm saying? I just really want, I guess, myself as an artist and as a father to be cognizant of the things that are happening within the community, and how that also affects me being a dad as well. I know that, you know, if I'm not doing my part in the community, I'm not giving everything that I need in order to be a great dad and a great black man, I'm not going to be able to be successful. I'm not going to be able to be the father that I want to be, and the man that I want to be. So, you know, everything has been put in a perspective.
Check out Who Got Buzz every Tuesday night from 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. right here on Be Exposed Radio.
From north, east, south, and west, you're listening to BeExposedRadio.com. From north, east, south, and west, you're listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Whoa.
The moment my son saw a redwood tree
It's huge!
is the moment I knew that for him,
You can't even see
the top of that thing.
Even the sky has no limit.
There are some moments only the forest can inspire. Find yours at discovertheforest.org. Learn about forests near you and discover cool things to do when you go. Your moment is out there. Find it at discovertheforest.org.
Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service and the Ad Council.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Check out what you missed on Be Exposed Radio.
A loyal customer scarred for life as she had an unwanted added shot in her vanilla extra cream latte. Her name is Crystal Gray, 32, says she ordered her usual morning extra shot of vanilla in her latte. And as always, was a little creeped out by the employee, Dan Murphy, as he continued to flirt with her. She received her coffee, sat down, and began working on her laptop. It was a while before I took, this is what she's saying to the police. It was a while before I took my first sip because the coffee is always very hot, said Gray, devastated and repulsed by what happened. But when I did, it was like something thick was at the hole,
my lord,
of the
well,
lid.
that's why she's supposed to ask for no phone, darling.
Okay, so she said it was something thick at the hole of the lid. So I slurped it through.
Woo-hoo!
And when it got in my mouth, I knew something wasn't right. Oh my God.
It was watermelon.
She said. I pressed it against the roof of my mouth and I knew it was semen. Like, wait, though.
So how did you know? So she drank watermelon on a regular basis. Go ahead.
How did you know it was semen?
Exactly.
Okay, so
that slime water.
it was that damn barista who keeps flirting with me. I told him I wasn't interested, and this is what he does. I'm sorry, I have to end this interview because I feel like I'm going to be sick. You and everyone else that's listening to this story right now is feeling like they're going to be sick. Police were called out to question the employee at the coffee shop. Gray told police she suspected that it was Murphy, and when they checked his apron.
Artist Exchange. The Artist Exchange. The Artist Exchange. The Artist Exchange.
The Artist Exchange.
Artist Exchange Live.
The Artist Exchange. The Artist Exchange.
The Artist Exchange.
Starts now. Welcome back to the Artist Exchange Radio Show on BeExposedRadio.com. I need a cheeseburger. And
These
I think I
cookies are
had
good.
one yesterday. Right, and that cookie made me want something to eat. So they
What kind were these?
I'm a state starting stuff. We have another text message coming in. I'm so proud of Mr. Tyree Miles, a good friend and an awesome father and a hard worker. Not too many of them out here, but he's a real dependable, outspoken guy.
Thank you very
I'm
much.
so sorry. I'm sorry. My name is Sharon.
Oh, shout out to Sharon Forney.
I'm still real proud of my friend. Did I mention he's pretty good, a pretty good writer too? We have a phone call.
Thank you.
Hey, caller, what's going on?
Hey man, how you doing? Is Mr. T Miles in there?
Yeah, he here.
Yes, sir. Who's calling?
Tyreek Mead. I'm not sure if you remember me, man.
Who is this?
Tyreek Mead.
Oh my God! Listen, I connected with this young man a long time ago on social networks. I was checking him out, so I reached out to him. Great man on the phone. How you been?
So tell me your name again.
How you doing? My name is Tyreek Mead.
So what you up to these days, sir?
Not much, man. You know, just grinding. I actually got a mixtape coming out in a couple weeks.
That's a lot, sir. It ain't not much. That's a lot.
Yes, sir. Nah,
So what's
we
the
out
name
here.
of your So your album coming out soon, or because I know that's normally a precursor to the album.
Yeah, no. The mixtape is actually the big push right now because
Okay.
we just trying to get known. You know what I'm saying? I come from a real small city where pretty much everybody knows everybody, and we just trying to I basically got the city on my back to try and get us to the next level. So this
Where you come
mixtape
from?
is just to. I'm originally from North, but right now I live in Eastern Pennsylvania. That's the small city. It's like maybe 50 minutes from Philly, right up 611, and it's got a lot of history, like Bethlehem, Allentown area, but the city itself is like really close knit, and we have like such an underrated hip hop scene over here. It's crazy. because everybody over here is from New York, or they're from Baltimore, or they're from Philly. So we just bring the best of everything.
So what are you looking to do outside of dropping your mixtape?
I'll have to say probably the most important thing for me to get done right now is just get noticed by bigger names like in the industry, mainstream artists or record labels. Because I feel like I have what it takes to be there at the next level. It's probably the most important thing right now is to just get that market, that brand, my name out there, and just make music. That's what I love to do. Is just make music. I sing and I rap.
So how have you encouraged other people like Mr. Miles have been helping you or helped you before?
I would say probably the biggest influence that I've had on the people around me is just the willingness to share their voice. Like a lot of people weren't like big on hip hop over here, except for like the older guys that I had seen when I was on the come up, like in high school and stuff like that. Nobody rapped in high school. Everybody was focused on sports. It's a big football, wrestling like city.
Yeah,
that's what they're known for. So, but I love music. So when I started rapping and putting it on SoundCloud and sharing it and trying to get guys like Mr. Miles to notice me and check me out when I was using like no name brand recording equipment, trying to get a couple looks from somebody, then it opened up the doors for other people to say, hey, you know what, I kind of got some skills too. Let me see what I'm about. Now everybody around here and their mom trying to rap. I mean, not necessarily they all good, but it's definitely a lot of talent over here.
That's what's up. So I would love to hear more of your music. You can drop it to us at info@beexposedradio.com. Make sure you include like a little bio, a little information on yourself, your media, your social media links, and things like that. And we can get you on the show soon.
Okay, definitely. Not a problem at all. I can actually send it right away.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely. Let people know how they can get in contact with you.
All right. If y'all listening right now, you're now tuned in to Tyreek Mead. You can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at _TYREKEMUZICK. That's Tyreek Music spelled MUZICK. God bless you. I hope y'all tune in.
Hey, I'm gonna give you a call when I get off. All right.
All right, no problem. Thanks.
All right.
Thank you.
Thanks
sir.
for calling.
All right. Thank you.
All right.
That's one of the reasons why I like teaching, because then you meet them years down. And I've had most of the students that I've had approach me now or reach out to me were the students who were not into art or theater. They were in there because they needed that senior credit.
Right.
Or something in the class, but they have often gone on to college or have tried it themselves. And those, I mean, I love the ones who already had it, but I didn't have to worry much about them. It was just refining their skills. But the ones who were introduced to it, because the arts have a way of allowing you to do what it is that you really want to do, but just build a foundation. One of the young men, and I'm not gonna say he's my favorite, but he was a young man who went to college and he loved history, but he didn't see the importance of being in a theater class. And he was working at a theater camp that I was working at, and I was able to help him connect theater to being a dramaturge. And those are the person that researches the plays and gives the backstory and catches us up to where the play starts at, the time frame of it. And he didn't realize that he could still love history but still have a job. That's a job in the theater world or in the arts period. That person who researches history and be able to connect the art to it.
Hey, mommy.
Hello.
That's our engineer.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he's just keeping us on our
off
toes.
his game.
Yeah.
I see you at 9 o'clock, sir. But we're definitely it's always something that you can connect with the arts. The arts is definitely something that needs to be back in the school system and not just as a choice or if the school can afford it or this foundation can bring it to it, but it definitely needs to be one of those STEM.
Creative thinking is so important. Creative thinking is so important because you use it at all times.
It's problem solving.
Creative thinking is what intelligence becomes. It's how you utilize intelligence. Okay, I have learned this and I've learned this.
Yep.
Now, how can I take these two things and whip them together and create something nobody's ever seen before?
And I have to, like, I got good grades in school, but I got good grades because I was in art programs. And I was a person that could creatively look at something. And because I did theater and readings my whole life, I was good at comprehension. So I could understand what I was reading, even if it was more complex than what, it should have been or what it really was.
Right.
But the arts definitely give that to children. And I'm realizing now sports does that for a number of children as well.
Yeah.
So how have you been able to incorporate a lot of these things that you give to everybody else's children, to your own children? Because sometimes those are the ones that don't get it, because you're giving it to everybody else.
Oh, I make sure mine get it. And I forgot I'm a coach too. Well, I used to coach.
I be trying to blend the conversation.
Yeah, I forgot all about that. But I just try to give it to my kids real and let them know about how the world is. But another thing what I do is try to I'm aware that when I step outside the house, I don't only represent myself. I represent them. So I got to do everything in my power to make sure that my kids can hold their heads up high.
I think
and
you
be
had
proud to be
a message a couple days ago in that direction. You posted on Facebook.
I did. I do that.
And I think parents forget that.
A lot of them do.
Because a lot of parents are, especially today, because resources are what they were, they're now able to do the things that they weren't able to do. So we have a phone call coming up. Hey, caller, how's it going? Hey, caller.
Hello.
Thanks for calling the Artist Exchange. Give us a call back. 410-702-5657. We want to hear from you. If you shy, just text us 443-642-9403. But what I was saying was the message made me think about a lot of the parents out there who did not have some of the things that their children have. So they're actually competing or doing some of the things with social media and this with education. We see going to Coppin, it was a lot of parent-child going to school together.
Yeah.
So they're able to be at the same level. So how do you give your children something that you didn't have at the same time?
What I do is pretty much I have open door policy. So with whatever's on my kids' mind, if they want to talk about it, let's talk.
Right.
So they're aware about what's going on. They know that they have a father.
Real quick, we got a phone call. Hey, caller, thanks for calling the Artist Exchange. How you doing?
What's up, man?
How's it going?
How y'all feeling, man? I want to say got big shout outs from my man Ty. You feel me? Doing his thing, man, making moves. I salute him for that. I'm man, a good dude, real.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Who are we talking to?
It's 550 Stunner, man, calling live from East Greenville. You feel me?
That's what's
Nicky
up.
Parker.
This man got a whole lot of artists in his arsenal.
Yeah, man, my man, he taking us to the top, man. We on our way. Everybody be on the lookout, man. We coming up, my man. Child Republic, great man. Triple G, that's me. You feel me? 550 Stunner, man. Got a new video. Nicky Parker is out on YouTube right now. You feel me?
Hey, Stunner, that's crazy. You called at this time because we gonna get you up here soon.
Yeah, you already know, man.
Definitely hit us up. He gonna send you our information. Definitely hit us up. Take a few moments, go to the Artist Exchange and post some of your videos in there. Let us see what you got.
You already know, man. We're gonna get it right. Y'all gonna like what y'all see. I promise that. That's a promise.
Yes, sir.
Well, definitely reach out to us, send us your information. He gonna give you our email address. Get in contact with me and we'll definitely schedule you a slot here.
All right, cool. Let's get it popping. Holla at my man Ty for sweatsuits too. You got the best sweatsuits out here. You feel me? Get right.
That's what's up.
Fly fashion.
Yeah.
Thanks for calling, man.
Thank you for calling.
Alrighty.
All right, Stunner. I'll get with you.
All right.
So back to the question of just being a parent and being able to give to your children what you give to everybody else. So what are you able to give to them that you probably didn't have or you may not have a resource for when you had it?
Mainly knowledge. Well, I can't say knowledge because my father always gave us knowledge, but it took for me to get older to understand what he was saying. So I tried to translate that to them at a younger age. So basically that and exposure. just try to expose them to everything.
Right.
I'm not gonna just take you to a basketball game. Let's go to the museum.
Mm.
Let's go walk to the park. Let's do
Go
this.
someplace you wouldn't normally go.
And how can I put this? A lot of parents think money is everything. Yeah, you can
Because they
buy
didn't have it.
you can buy your children whatever,
Mhm.
but he's not gonna remember them Jordans. But when you get all your children together, we go to Denny's. Years down the line, and remember when Daddy took us to Denny's and we did this, did that? That's what I do. I have 6 kids.
Mhm.
We get together. I mean, of course, we spend money or shop or whatever, but my thing is I call them clan meetings. We get together, Miles clan meetings, and we talk, have fun, chop it up, because they will remember that. It's all about
Right.
bonding.
And it's not the stuff. Some of the best times that I remember growing up with is just the moments when it wasn't about, we may have been on our way to do something or coming back from something. And those are the things that you remember more than the stuff. I was one of them children. You could never buy me things. My mother still got presents that I'll be like, I don't want that.
Right.
Like, and I'll get in my mood where it was nothing she could give me to make me happy.
Right.
It was more so time.
That time,
spent.
right.
She still got presents that I never opened up because you could never buy me that way. And I wish a lot of parents would realize they're setting their children up for failure.
Yeah.
Because your child is preparing himself to work his life for stuff.
Right.
And not for the stuff in life that really means something.
I'm gonna say this though. This generation is missing grandma.
Yeah.
What I mean by that,
Mm-hmm.
the Sunday dinner.
Mm-hmm.
Now on Sundays, number one, the grandparents are younger, in the 30s mainly now,
Mhm.
40s. Where when we were coming up, they were older. So
Right.
they still old school principles. So on Sundays, we knew we eating at grandma's house.
Yeah.
Thanksgiving, we eating at grandma's house.
Mhm.
Now, on a Sunday, they're at a day party.
Yeah.
Or they going clubbing.
Yep.
They don't put that time in. And the youth are out of sync, and it's sad.
I know a lot of stuff that a lot of people that know me and friends, they joke me because I have an old man personality. And that's because I was raised by my great grandmother. Like my great grandmother lived with us growing up.
Okay.
So you can't buy that type of wisdom
No,
or
you
that
can't.
type of upbringing. You know, and I had a really good mother, a great mother, but having a great grandmother in the house and my grandmother not too far away, that was valuable knowledge that I would never be able to, get back. And I can always draw back from that moment. I'm
Memories.
patient because I had a great grandmother living with me.
Right.
And I learned how to sit down and be quiet and just think about stuff and not just jump out there and do it.
And you didn't play with grandma. And grandma had stories for days.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say rest in peace to both my grandmothers, Ella Nelson and Zora Miles. My grandmothers used to have stories for days about washing the steps for a quarter,
Yep. Running
sending us to the
numbers.
store with a note.
Uh-huh.
You 8 years old getting some cigarettes because the dude at the corner store was cool with your grandmother. Oh, he ain't one smoking.
Yeah, I
You know,
remember being
we
there.
need that back. Well, not that, but we need
that
that
note
old
she was sent with him.
Yes, we need that.
Kind of trust.
It's gone.
That's one of the things my mom talks about. Talks about when she was a Peace Corps worker in the late 70s and early 80s. And she was stationed in Gambia and Senegal, Cameroon. She said that's what they do. They send the children to go and get the beer and to go and get because, I don't want to go anywhere. That's what I got kids for. They got all this energy. They run around my daggum house all day anyway. Just let them run to the store and back. It's all good. And there isn't very much, but part of it is because unfortunately grandma's 45, 50. She got energy still. She ain't feeling like sitting at home.
She's not in her 60s.
Right.
She going to the mall.
That's the experience that my son will have. My mom is 60 years old. So by the time he's 10, she'll be in her 70s. He will be running to do those things for her. And that it's an interesting dynamic when you're looking at a family that doesn't have that. Because, my husband is 17 years younger than his mother, who is 20 years younger than her mother. And she is number 3 in her family. So there's a very different way of doing things in their family, which has been part of my my journey through life with him is looking at this dynamic like, wow, this is Interesting.
We will take a quick break. We'll be right back here for our last segment on the Artist Exchange. It goes so fast now.
Yes.
We'll be right back here on the Artist Exchange Radio Show on BigExposedRadio.com.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Check out this flashback of the Artist Exchange Radio Show on BeExposedRadio.com.
So we're gonna get a little bit into the album with Miss Amira and learn the basis of it, the Banji soul of it all.
Yes.
So let us know, first of all, what is Banji soul?
Banji soul is basically just real. It's real soul. It's real. It's not cut down. It's not watered down. It's, you know, how as hot as it came off of my mind and my heart. That's what it is. And a lot of the times I get a little tangy, you know, tangy, banji, ratchet, whatever how you like to put it, classify it. But I like to say banji, you know, because I'm classy.
Banji is a little classier.
It's a little classier. That's got your pinky up. You got your pinky up with that.
Okay, we got to keep the bees, the bougie, the banji.
Yeah.
All right.
So she's created her own lane, Banji soul. So let us know what how that is covered in the album that released on the 9th of this month, right?
Yes. Well, I did it to a number of industry tracks, including like the Beatles Come Together, and I did a Lindsay Lohan joint. You remember the Confessions of a Broken Heart?
Okay.
And a lot of stuff I aimed to like change the theme that was originated, or just to. It was my therapy.
Okay.
It was my therapy.
So that's why this is a mixtape.
Yes.
Okay, because you did a lot of remakes. Okay, I got you. The Artist Exchange Radio Show every Friday, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. Every Saturday, 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. Real artist, real talk, real live.
Hey, everybody. Check out what you missed on the one and only Be Inspired Radio Show.
I'm just thankful this year I've dealt with, you know, some growing pains, and I've overcome some things, and I've also, you know, accomplished some things in the process. I've learned some things. Like I've learned that, man, I learned that everybody loves your work until they got to pay for it. That's what that's what I learned. I learned everybody loves what you do.
The pay?
I mean,
not always.
Listen, the Bible says money answereth all things.
Well,
okay. And there is a place where finances is necessary. And when you got kids and when you got a wife and then you doing everything and you know you top dog at what you do, especially when you weren't in the same place like with this radio show, you ain't in the same place you were a year ago. Should nobody be coming on the show and not donating to your show?
Can you say that on my show?
Should nobody be coming to your show?
Can you say that in the middle of the live?
Artist Exchange. The Artist Exchange. The Artist Exchange. The Artist Exchange.
The Artist Exchange.
Artist Exchange Live.
The Artist Exchange. The Artist Exchange.
The Artist Exchange.
Starts now. Welcome back to the Artist Exchange Radio Show here live on BigExposedRadio.com. This has been a very fast Friday, I must say, and it must be a meal waiting tomorrow. Oh, we have Mr. Marv come and join us, a chef. So that's probably why, like, my stomach getting ready for him to get ahead. So definitely check us out tomorrow, 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. Here live on BigExposedRadio.com. But we have Mr. Tyree Miles joining us right now in the room. We've been having an awesome conversation with him.
Hello,
Pretty
people.
Ricky didn't make it this time. But he'll be here the next time.
He is here in spirit.
He is here in
I
spirit.
represent him.
They
He
here in
represents
spirit.
me.
But his
We
presence
represent great men.
is in the atmosphere in the room.
Yes, sir.
But real quick, let us know how we can find you. Let us know about the book. Let us know. We didn't even get on the book. We got a little on the book.
Yeah, a little
But
bit.
let us know about when the book is coming out, and you still working on it though.
Yeah, it's no slated time or release for the book. I'm still working. I come.
We're not gonna let them get that. We're not gonna set deadlines. We'll set
Well,
deadlines.
look, and that's funny, Miss Amos. If you're listening, I know you laughing right now because she sent me a text earlier. It's crunch time, brother. What's up? So,
That's what everybody needs. They need that fire.
Yeah, I'm gonna light the fire then. What's today's date?
Today is the 4th.
Yes. All right. I'm not going to tell a date. I'll just give you a month. It'll be warm when the book releases.
Take about 2 months,
Take
3
months.
months if you need it.
We want it to be good.
We want it to
It's
be
going to
good.
be great.
Don't
It's
rush
gonna
it.
be great.
Good.
It's
Put
gonna
your
be
time
great.
into it,
But
work on it.
Right. And it's your first book. Let it really be good.
yeah. Oh,
But we don't want to see you in 2019 and you talking about this being
never.
still working on it.
Never. But I will say this. For you all that are not familiar with my writing, you can find my blogs on She's Everything. That's SESHESEVER thing, because I'm tired. 3, the number 3 .blogspot. Let me stop playing. No, She's Everything 3.blogspot.com. Tyree Miles. And I have a few blogs on there, ranging from what I have, relationships, which basically is talking about two people that meet. They may have other people in their relationships, but it's cheating, but when they come together, it's about basically enjoying each other's company. I don't want to hear about your mate. I'm not going to talk about you or her or him. We're going to get together. We're going to have fun.
And do the things that they
And
should be able to do.
We're going to compliment, not complicate. That's one.
Is that healthy?
To compliment, not complicate? Of course. Of course. I'm not saying cheating is healthy, but some people have mates. I mean, hey, Miss Miles, where you at? But I got something called Emotional Roller Coaster, where I pretty much compare a relationship to a roller coaster. How is a smooth ride when it's going up, the new butterfly feeling when the roller coaster goes up. Then you're level. When it's level, you're getting to know each other's cool. But that slope down, that's when that cheating come.
That doozy.
Things like that.
So, as a person who believes in words being seeds, can I ask, do you think that you might be planting those seeds and bringing that to yourself? You may need to change your thought process, perhaps?
No.
Okay.
See, I'm open-minded. Like,
I mean, I'm asking.
I know,
so,
I understand.
yeah.
And like with Facebook posts, people might see a post and be like, oh, damn, you going through it? No, it's just an open mind.
Okay.
So I'm able to project whatever. But me, myself, now I would like a wife. I've done the running around and things of that nature. I'm tired.
So the Artist Exchange has turned into
The love connection.
We've had quite a few guests on here that we're putting on our, we call it the blacklist.
Okay.
And we're going to put their profile up and all their attributes and the non-attributes.
Right.
Yeah.
You got to know the truth.
You
And
got
we
all
gonna
your
find
teeth,
your mate.
Right.
all your limbs.
Just saying.
Basic stuff. Just
Right.
basic
the little
stuff.
things.
Basic
It's
stuff.
the little things.
Basic stuff.
I can read all the words.
You're not
skipping them.
already
Right.
with someone. Just basic stuff. You're not asking for anything important. Just the basic stuff.
Can I say something real
Go ahead.
quick? If y'all do go on that blog, She's Everything 3, please read Put the Shoe on the Other Foot. That has something to do with judging. Like you may, like I work in the school system. You have kids that may be unkept. They may come to school looking dirty or whatever. Might sleep during the whole day, but you don't know what that boy or that girl may have went through the night before, what he's going through
That morning.
before he gets to that school.
And it's a lot. I've in meeting a lot of my friends from school, meeting them now as adults, and we may sit down and talk, or we may catch up, learning what their life was, and it wasn't always that way. I had one of the mothers who brought children home. Like she was that mother that brought them home. So learning, seeing what they were in school and realizing is a reason why my mother had to bring them home. And it's not always what you think.
Right.
And it may be exactly what you think.
Right.
You never know what's going on
in
a child's household.
You're right.
I had a friend, and I'm not going to give too much detail, but him and his brother came home, and like there was nobody there. And thankfully, we were at a school where they could call somebody.
Okay.
And I remember the school wound up taking care of them because they came home from a boarding school and had nobody to come home to. So you never know what's going on in somebody's life, adult or child.
Or child, you're right. You're right.
Lend a hand before you lend some gossip or some judgment to that.
The good old days is another good one.
So we gotta get your blog out there. So
Yeah.
that's the project that I'm working on. I'm about to take this man and sit him down. We gonna get his brand out there, separate from everything else. Because we gotta hear more of these stories and more of these revelations.
I'm gonna give them to you. Trust
This
me.
wisdom.
Trust
So
me.
we will be back tomorrow at 12 p.m. here live on the Artist Exchange Radio Show. We got Ellis Ace Foster and his gang coming up, the Bully Movement, joining us. as well as Marv Food Master Moore. He's a chef at 5 Seasons restaurant. So we just hoping that he brings back some vittles with us. And we'll also have another young lady stop past and give a little insight on some projects that she has coming up. Miss Mia Musa. And I know I said her name wrong, so I'm sorry, ma'am. But Mia, we call her Mia. She's a mother, she's an artist, she's a organizer in the arts here, community here, the underground arts community here. So she'll be joining us for the first hour of the show, and then we'll have Ellis as well as Marv and a few other gentlemen joining us in the second half of the show. So definitely tune in. This show, if you missed any parts of it, if you came in late, you can definitely pick it up on YouTube, the Be Exposed Radio Show. So definitely hit that up, share it, like it, Facebook it, everything you can do with it. We're looking to really take this show to another level, another platform. If you are an artist or entrepreneur, community leader, you're looking for a station to promote yourself, or you want to have your own show, hit us up at info@beexposedradio.com. This has been Nathan, your host, with Big Mama Ama, my co-host, and Tyree Miles.
Yes. Can I give a shout out?
Go ahead.
I want to shout my kids out: Tyree, Tanaya, Tyon, Kion, aka Funk, Brendan, the Miles clan. Shout out to Tater the Wizard, 550 Stunner Man, my brother Andre, Sean, Mel Porter, Shamarco Amin, TM, Ghoul, what's up?
There we go. That was the Artist Exchange Radio Show. We'll be back tomorrow at 12 noon. Be there or be square.
Be there or be square.
Peace, y'all.
And I want to do that on.
We're rewarding you for something you already do, listening to us. It's radio loyalty, and it's an easy way for you to get free stuff. All you do is